Hi students, this is Susan Warren, your instructor for Technical Math Summer, and I just wanted to talk about a few different things. So I'm going to make a few videos to talk about different portions of this class, but I'm going to start out with just navigating Canvas and how you can get started in the class. So I don't have this on student view at the moment, so let me put it on student view. That up a little bit. Okay, so this is a view of the home screen on your class. You can see all these things that are on our to-do list. Now, one thing I want to talk about is that to-do list. This is great for seeing what's coming up, but this is not the class. These are assignments in the class, so you know, hey, I have this stuff that I need to get finished, okay? And so the to-do list is fine, but if you don't jump in and actually take part in the class, then you're going to miss out on a lot of things. These are your announcements right here. You can get to those either by clicking there or on announcements. You can go to My Lab, which is where you're going to have homework for every single section that I teach you. The course syllabus, I'm not going to click on that. I'm going to let you do that because I'm a teacher in the class, and even when I'm in student view, the syllabus doesn't show up. It's a weird thing. You can get to your grades over here by clicking on grades, and all of the grades from My Lab come to the Canvas gradebook. One thing I will tell you, if you just open a section of My Lab and click on it, and then you don't do anything, it's going to put a 0 in the grade book, but that's just temporary. You can increase that grade as long as you're not past the due date, and then it's going to you're going to earn points as you do the problems. You can get to the modules from here, discussions from there. I don't guess I need attendance showing. I'll have to take that off of there. And so let's take a look at these other buttons. We have the Start Here, My Lab Information, Tutoring, Resources, Lessons, Schedules, Zoom, and Instructor. Those are all things you can explore. I'm not going to click on every one of them. I'm going to click on maybe some of this. Let's look at Start Here. So Start Here means exactly that. I want you to start with the Start Here menu and then go through and read the things that I have listed. As you can see, I have Start Here information, the schedule, My Lab information with your access code, Remind Sign Up, that's a text messaging app, so that if everyone signs up, I can send a text to the whole class. You can also text me back. Flipgrid is a video introduction that I ask you to do so that your other fellow classmates can see you as well as myself. I'll put a Flipgrid up soon. I don't have it there yet. The discussion board is something that for each time we take a test, I'll have the discussion board open the whole time until you take your test, and it'll be due on the same day that you have to get the test taken by. The discussion board is really one of those things that can help so much, because as you ask questions and I answer questions, or other students do, this can benefit others in the class. So be sure and read through the discussion board before you ask a question, because it may already be on there and somebody might have already asked and I replied or somebody else replied. And so just pay attention to the discussion board. It is for points, but it's really supposed to be for your benefit so that you guys can see some extra information sometimes that maybe you just needed to know. And then here's the lessons after that. So these are things that you can't see just yet because of how I have this set up. I have it set up so that you have to click on Mark as Done on some pages, or you have to view some pages. So the lesson 1 module is locked until you go through this module and look at every page or assignment in the module. So make sure you do that. I explain that more on here. I'm working on these videos that I'm going to be posting right now. In fact, I'm working on the video. And so you want to go through and just really explore. Don't try to do this from just the to-do list, right? You want to actually access the lessons, right? So there's lesson 1 and the discussion board. Notice lesson 1 information, teaching videos, which are super important. Your MyLab assignments are listed there, and then you have a written homework that you can also see from there. I'm going to talk about that in another video. Okay, so navigate from the home screen. Realize that all these buttons are clickable. This same information is in the Start Here module. Tutoring, I think, is an important thing for you because you can do online tutoring by just clicking here. It'll take you to the website. You can click on whatever you need to. You can look at the schedules. Another tutoring option is called Most, where you can schedule a 1-hour session with a math tutor. And so some of you may want to take advantage of that at different times. Once you use the online tutoring, it makes you want, you'll be more likely to use it again. So sometimes it's just getting past that little bit of fear. Oh gosh, I don't want to do this tutoring thing, but it can be so helpful. So, I can always answer questions if you have anything that you want to ask me about the tutoring. Resources are there. So this is a list of the practice problems that you can practice from your textbook. You will need conversion charts when we get to chapter 5. Formula sheets, we start using those in chapter 8. Concept lists for the final exam. I just decided to leave that posted so you could see what was there. Here's a few videos on fractions, because sometimes students just struggle with fractions and they want a little brush up on that. And then this is information about proctoring. You can't use Proctorio for the final, but we will be using Proctorio for other tests. And so that one is about just the final. I will have more information about that in your modules. I don't really have that set up just yet. Okay, back to the home screen. I already showed you lessons. This is the schedule for your class. And I have this is a picture of the schedule for the whole summer. So you can see right here what's going to be happening. You're going to have a test on Canvas proctored by Proctorio, and then a test 2. And whoops, that says test 2. I got to fix that. That should be test 3. And then your final exam is paper pencil, and you will have to go on campus or to an approved off-campus proctor for that. Okay, and then there's some information about myself. You can set up Zoom sessions with me if you would like to do that at any time. Just let me know and we can work something out. All right, well, I hope this gives you an overview of Canvas and that you will just explore. Make sure you know what's here so you can find things when you need to. Bye, everyone.